Well, good morning. Welcome to our post-Easter Dailyish Devotional. I hope you got a chance to enjoy Easter uh, responsibly and maybe connect with family and friends in some way. I saw some people did a Zoom dinner where they posted their camera up as they all ate a lunch together, which would be kind of fun. We called each set of grandparents and just said hi. Um, I would have called my aunt in Minnesota to say hi, but I didn't have the energy with the lack of cookies that I have. Lent's over, so you can get back to your activities you did before Lent. Hint, hint. I want to continue today, and I didn't find a Max Lucado book that I liked, mainly because I don't have nearly as many as I thought. I don't know, probably have put them in a box somewhere that I don't have anymore. The one I could find was old, still good, but a little dated. Then I had an idea of going through a couple books that I really did enjoy. Um, One was by Adam Hamilton, who we did when we had adult Sunday school. We took some of his stuff and went through some of his lessons. And he's a great pastor and book writer. He's a pastor down in Kansas City. At least he was a couple years ago. And the second one was a book that I really enjoyed, and it's about Jesus is the question. It's about the 307 questions that Jesus asked and the 3 questions that he answered in the whole gospel. Both those books are good, but they're a little deeper. It's more of a Sunday school lesson, challenging type thing. And I talked to my spiritual guide here in the house, and she thought maybe things that aren't quite so heavy would be a better option. And I probably agree with her. Plus, I kind of have enjoyed this book, Start Your Trip with a Full Tank, just these quick little daily devotionals to kind of get us going and thinking. So we'll keep with this until I don't find any I like. As I said, it's God's little humor that I am enjoying this book, even though I said in the very beginning I don't like quick little devotional books. You see, today is T-shirt day. I had to balance out last Friday when I was in a suit and tie. So if you can read my T-shirt, I'm a pastor. What's your superpower? I found this cartoon was pretty funny. Church mice. Would you like to talk about Jesus? Come on. That's funny. I don't care who you are right there. That's good stuff. Today's lesson, he talks about letting God lead your day. He talks about not being, have your day so structured there is not room for a God surprise or a God wink, as a friend of mine calls them. Think about when you go on vacation. What kind of style of vacation do you like to take? Do you like to have your whole vacation's days planned out? We're going from here to here to here. These are the activities. This is where we're eating. This is what we're doing. This is the itinerary. Some people I am related to through marriage like to put that itinerary in a 3-ring binder and then laminate it so it is unchangeable. I'm just kidding. I enjoyed the laminated. Okay, so laminating might be going too far, but I did enjoy the 3-ring binder for our trip. It was fun. But those people that plan out every step of your vacation, or you're the kind of person that gets up in the morning and says, I feel like doing this. And then as you go, your day leads you to here, here, or here. Sometimes it can be an utter disaster, and sometimes it can be a great day. What is your style? And of course, Ron in his book here, Start Your Trip with a Full Tank, says, if you want God to lead your day, you probably need to be somewhere in the middle. His word from today, or word of God from today, comes from Psalm 37. As an aside, if you want to read through a wonderful book in the Bible, there are many of them. Most of them are wonderful. Some not so easy to read. But Psalms is a great read. It goes through almost every human emotion. Some of the Psalms do. So it's a good time to read through them. But Psalm 35, verse 7. Commit your way to the Lord, trust in Him, and He will do this. Sounds easy, doesn't it? Commit your way to the Lord, trust in Him, and He will do this. Just trust and commit to what you want to do to the Lord, and He'll do it for you. That's a nice little motto, but it may be a little bit of a deeper meaning than that. He says, and I like this to put it this way, this makes our to-do list God's to-do list. Our appointments, God's appointments. Our purchases, God's purchases. As we consciously commit them to God before we get to them. I always think of that as an interesting way to lead your life. right? Before I buy this, what would God think of me buying this? Right? Before I go and do this meeting, how would God want me to act and behave in this meeting? Would God like my to-do list for the day? Would God like how I'm going to interact with these people, or would God like who I'm visiting today? And it's not so much that we're judging these people are good or bad. It's more like it's you. How would God approve of what you're going to do for the day? Right? And just commit that to God. To say, you know what? I'm going to do my best to let people see me through you, God, when you get up in the morning. He says, commit your way to the Lord. As you commit your way to God, you're saying, Lord, since it's your way, it's your day. This is the day that the Lord has made. I'm going to rejoice and be glad in it. And he says, don't lock up your day so tight that there's no room for God winks or surprises. Don't be so strictly scheduled that there's no chance to have God break in. I used an example last week about the boys wanting to play, and if he thought I was too busy to do that, I had a choice to say yes or no. There are times when maybe there's a call from a friend or a family member we'll repeat that one twice, I guess, a friend or a family member or a coworker that needs help, and you're just so busy you can't stop to help. Some days it may be the truth, you really don't have time, but that should be the exception rather than the norm, right? Being able to help out or making time for others. Now, on the one hand, he says, don't lock your day up so tight that you don't have room for God. The other day is you're not just some free-flowing raft down the stream with no path because you usually end up on the rocks and sunk. And then don't blame God for your lack of planning. So it's not just a free-for-all, God, lead me where you want to go. But somewhere in the middle, as the truth usually is. Wake up in the morning and say, take me where you want to go today, Lord. Or lead me how you want to be. Show me how I should be today. Think about that for the day. When you're doing something, think about doing it for God. Yeah, maybe you're doing it for your boss or your husband or your wife or your kid or your friend or whoever. But in your actions and in your completing it, think about doing it for God. And just commit that to Him. How do you think that would change? I've always thought about, this book has really got me thinking. It seems to be a theme, which usually means I'm supposed to be learning something. But how do we start our day? How do we set our sail for the day? It's the first thing we do before we get up. Say a quick 3-5 minute prayer to God. Say, here's what's planned for today. I would like you to lead me and guide me and help me to see where I can be of your service too. Right? And then commit to Him. I got this super difficult meeting. Lord, help me through it. I've got this wonderful day planned with my friends. Probably not now, but hopefully eventually. Or with family. Lord, I just want to enjoy it as much as I can. I want to commit it to you. And just see how your day and your outlook changes if it starts with God. I bet it does. So, as it says in Psalm 37, commit your way to the Lord, trust in Him, and He will do this. Give it a try. Let me know what happens.